Why do you think so many children suffer allergies and asthma these days?
As we've spoken about previously, the allergies can be through from many reasons. One of them is bypassing the picking up the mother's good bacteria through the birth canal. The other one is the emotional impact of the mother while she was pregnant that causes distress for the child. And very often I found that it can be an irritation to the child. And it seems to form under the skin, which then gives it the emotional impacts that the result of is the allergies, the itching, the scratching, the feeling uncomfortable. It will also, with the lack of good bacteria, can affect the immune system. And obviously the digestive system is affected. And this in itself can cause problems with allergies. Asthma, as I've said before, can come from the birth process of C-section, where they haven't gone through the birth canal and had the water squeezed out of the lung, the fluid squeezed out of the lungs. And so lots and lots of reasons. The other one is the birth process of when a child is sometimes induced. It is actually the shock of coming too soon, and also if it's a quick birth can also have an impact upon the child. And again, they can be in shock because they weren't prepared for the birth. And I've treated a lot of children like this that have been in shock. They tend to have traumatic dreams, and very often they will wake at certain times of the night or day, depending upon the time that they were born. And it's usually about half an hour to an hour before the birth time, and will very often go on till maybe an hour or so later. So the period of time encompasses the time that the child was born. My son was one of these children. He had a very quick birth, and unfortunately I didn't know then what I know now, but I have realized through my training and with working with children that actually he was in shock and he was traumatized from that early birth, quick birth, and he then suffered all sorts of problems, digestive problems. He had colic, and he would wake at about 3:30 every morning, and he was born at 4:10. At about 5 o'clock in the morning, he would settle down. But from 3:30 till 5 o'clock, there was nothing I could do to pacify him. And I spoke to the midwife, I spoke to the health visitor, I spoke to the doctor, and they all told me he'll grow out of it. Well, he didn't. And I know that a lot of children don't as well. And what happens is that he had a lot of digestive problems, which could have been fixed if I'd known what I know now. With some very, very simple techniques, they can be adjusted and rebalanced so these children are happier. And that means that they are happy babies, happy families, and then they grow up being happy adults.